Wake that ass up.
Early in the morning.
The Breakfast Club.
Morning, everybody. It's DJ NV, Jess Hilarious, Charlamagne the God. We are the Breakfast Club. We got a special guest in the building.
That's right.
We have Gizelle Bryant. Welcome.
Hi.
How you
How's
feeling?
everybody?
Good morning.
I'm feeling so good.
I was going to name all the stuff that the Real Housewives of Potomac. I was going to say Shady Podcast.
The Reasonably Shady Podcast.
Get it straight, NV.
The Reasonably Shady Podcast.
With Robin Dixon.
The new show, Love Hotel. You're doing so much.
I'm doing a lot.
You're making a lot of
here.
money out there.
From college tuitions.
Sure is. Yes. Well, we got the dad for the college tuition. Thank God.
Okay.
Yes. Hallelujah. Praise him. Keep preaching, preacher.
Keep preaching, preacher.
Jesus.
Yes. But yeah, I'm doing a lot, and it's good. I'm at a place where I can say no to things. I'm doing things that make me happy. Yes.
Now, how was the Real Housewives franchise, right? Because you see Housewives being fired. You see franchises being canceled, rebooted. New York was canceled and rebooted.
Yeah.
I think Dubai has been canceled.
Yes.
And a lot of them, they're saying they're trash. So how has Potomac still been able to survive from all of this stuff that's been happening?
All the trash, you mean?
Yes,
okay.
pretty much.
First, it's Potomac.
Potomac, I'm sorry.
Yes. It's hard. The reality TV space is extremely difficult, and it's difficult to have some longevity. You have to, for Housewives, it's not hard. You guys have to be friends. It's a show about friendship. So when you are trying to be toxic, when you're trying to say stuff to your castmates that's toxic, and it's at the point of no return, then there goes the show. You can't come back from that. And no viewer wants to sit in week after week and look at a show that there's a bunch of women that hate each other. It becomes unreal.
Hold on. I thought that's the whole point of reality TV.
But that's what I was going to say. That's what I thought. I thought the
stigma.
conflict and the toxic was what got people in.
But it's a fine line. It's like a dance you got to do. So it's lightweight toxicity. It's not hardcore toxicity. And then you got to be able to come back and laugh. You got to be able to come back and make fun at each other. And it's a girlfriend thing. You have some toxic girlfriends. Right. But you know that y'all can go out on Saturday and have fun. But somebody's getting cussed out. Yeah. But it's okay because there's a love there. And you can still rise above it.
Yeah. And then Sunday we can all talk about what happened.
Yes.
And that be it.
Yeah. And then, you have... It's a dynamic of there's some girlfriends that are just the wild card, the drunk one, the one that's always going to be reserved. It's the dynamic of the group, but it just can't get to a toxic place. Otherwise, you're going to be canceled.
Has it ever been a part or a time where you're I don't want to do this reality TV shit no more. Seriously, I'm about to throw in a towel.
Jess, you about to get me fired.
Oh, sorry.
Of course. I always say, because reality TV is tough. If there is a point in a season in which you don't feel like you want to quit, then you're not doing your job. You have to get to that point. And for instance, this season, I didn't feel it until the end. So, and I was checking myself with it because I was I've been kind of feeling good. I've been in a great place. I don't feel like I want to quit. And then towards the end of the season, I was yeah, I'm done. There you go. There you go. But you have to give it all. And if you don't, then you shouldn't be doing it.
And that's recipe to a good season for
Absolutely.
you to get that feeling.
Oh, I was this season's gonna be fire, and it is.
But you're the villain a lot, though, too. You're the villain a lot in a lot of these. You will go at people's personal lives. You'll go at DUIs.
She said,
whatever, relationship, personal.
Envy.
So,
So we're friends, Envy.
I'm just asking. Because I watched the show with my wife, and I'm that's not the Gizelle I know. Oh, my
Clutching his
gosh.
pearls.
Yeah, clutching my pearls.
I think that anything that is out there on social media is fair. It's semi-fair game. I'll never go after anybody's mother or child. But yeah, if it's out there, let's talk about it. And that's a good girlfriend relationship, right? Take the cameras away. If something's going on with my girlfriend, we gonna talk about it. I'm not gonna get together with her and act like it ain't happening. Yeah. No, let's talk. And just because the cameras are there doesn't mean it's shady. It's how you handle the answer that you feel like is shady.
Yeah, I don't think you're a villain. I think you throw reasonable shade.
Yes.
Which is hence the podcast.
Yes.
Yeah.
Robin's not with us this season, and so the reasonable of the show has been gone. But I've had to pick up that reasonable part.
So you got to do both.
I had to do a little bit of both.
How hard is that?
It's difficult.
Being
it's
reasonable.
not part of my personality.
The thing I like about you, though, because it's hard to build a name outside of the reality show. Like,
Yes.
a lot of people, that becomes their whole identity. That has not
Yeah.
been the case for you.
No, because I leave it there. So, and that is when we're filming, I leave it there. When I come home, I'm not trying to talk to my kids about it. I'm not trying to think about it. I look at it as it's on camera stuff. I did it on camera. Now that the cameras are gone, I'm done with it.
No, does your kids ever try to talk to you about it? You got an older baby girl. And
Yes.
Does she question you about some things that she'll see on there, or does that ever happen?
Well, they probably won't mention it, and one of them is here today. But they're shadier than me. So
Ooh,
if
the apple don't fall far, huh?
you know, their
Okay.
mama is me, their father is who he is. They are some shady kids.
Yeah.
So if I come home and tell them what's going on, they get a kick out of it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So there are times when they're like, "Ma, you can't say that."
Yeah.
But then there are times where they're like, "Good. I'm glad you checked her."
Yeah.
Yeah.
And how do you deal with the blogs, right? Because they attack everything that you do.
Yes.
The way you decorate your house, the way you dress.
good.
I mean, and she Gucci'd out. I don't see the problem. Like, I see her all the time.
That's good.
But how does that
Talk
affect
about
you
me.
when,
Promote me. Go ahead.
when people
That's right.
take
That part.
stabs at you and talk about you when you know
Yeah.
it's BS?
Right. I find it funny because that means if you're talking about the way that I dress or my house, whatever, that means you have nothing else, right? And you're just now making up something. And yeah, y'all keep talking about me. So it's like, I don't even have to get out of bed in the morning, like, because y'all are talking about me. So I actually appreciate it. I like the haters.
Yeah.
They're my friends.
Now you just
yeah.
did your first 21 Questions live show
Yes.
in Chicago.
Yes. How do you know?
Well, there'll be. What you mean? How I know? I know everything. I'm Jess With The Mess. And this is real.
Yes.
Allegedly.
Are there going to be other cities?
Yes. So I'm planning that right now.
Okay.
Thank you so much for asking.
Yeah.
Jess, that was something that I did on my own. So we've, Reasonably Shady has done live shows, but it's been me and Robin. So it was my first, Beyonce by herself. It was my first breakout by myself. I was terrified. And I did it, and I felt like I killed it. Yeah. Like, I felt like I can do this. I felt comfortable, which was personally, I needed that. So, yes, I'm now planning the whole tour. So we're doing West Coast first, and then we're going to come through Charlotte, do a little Houston, Dallas, and then come back to New York, Atlanta. Yes, so February.
Yeah.
Yes.
Now, why were you nervous? What made you nervous about it?
Because I have a tendency to, to know me is to know that I'm very quiet and to myself, and I like to be home and mind my business.
What?
Yes, all those things.
You said to know you.
To know me.
Okay.
To know me,
got
yes.
Got you.
So, and I have a tendency to kind of say things that's really on my mind, and it could be a bit much. And Robin always kind of like checks me in that. And she's just kind of like, whoa, like that was too much, like calm down. So I didn't have that person, and just doing it by myself made me feel like, I'm a mess up. And, that's a scary thing. Like, and if you don't have anybody like to quote, catch you. So I did it.
Went well.
It went well.
Yeah.
I was happy.
And obviously, because you're adding cities, and I think that's good. So congratulations for
Thank
doing
you.
that, stepping on your own
Yes.
doing that. That's
Yeah.
dope.
How does it feel to have the house to yourself?
Oh my God.
Because you're an empty nester now.
Yes. Okay, so let's talk about it. Because you're not there.
I'm nowhere near there.
You're nowhere near
Nowhere
there.
near.
And neither are you. Okay, so let's talk about it. At first, I was like super sad because I dropped off 3 kids in 3 cities in 72 hours. So it was like a thing. And mind you, all my kids go to HBCU. Shout out to the HBCU.
Grace is
life,
going
right?
to Hampton.
Hampton.
One's
No.
going to-
Grace is going to FAM.
Fam, the one's in Spelman.
The one's at Spelman, and Adora's at
Okay.
Hampton.
The real HU.
The real
prestigious
HU.
one, yes.
Gotcha.
Yes,
Nice.
she's a freshman. She just finished all of her, this is her first semester. She's rocking, what, a 3.9? 4.0.
4.0.
You better
That's
Talk that
how
talk.
we do.
I know that's right.
That's how we do.
She wearing red though.
No, don't get it twisted. Don't get it twisted. That's next year's conversation.
Okay, I'm just
Empathy,
asking.
next
Okay.
year.
All right, I'm sorry.
Okay. So when I got home, I was super sad. Like, I was just like, what am I going to do? And then the next day I woke up and I was like, I'm walking around the house naked. I love that. It's so freeing.
Yeah.
I get up when I want to. I don't have to go to the grocery store. I don't have to feed anybody. This is like amazing.
Amazing, huh?
Word.
And all I have to do is just think about me. And that's a great feeling to just think about yourself after you've been thinking about and planning around somebody else's life for damn near 20 years.
Yeah.
Wow.
Like, it's a nice feeling.
Were you ever, I don't know how to say it, how did you feel about them splitting up? Like what Adore going
to Hampton and Angel and Spelman. So they both applied to both colleges and they both got in to Hampton and Spelman. So I was thinking they were just going to make the decision to stay together. However, Angel's a better fit for Spelman. Adore's a better fit for Hampton. Adore at Spelman would kill her because it's just not a good fit for her. They're very quiet. They're very studious. They party like once a week. You know, she needed to party like 3 times a week. Yeah. So she needed to get it in.
Yeah.
So I was concerned, but I knew that if they were going to split up, they would thrive, and they are. They're thriving.
Got it.
How did that even feel having all 3 of your kids go to college?
And HBCUs.
HBCU. I got 4 daughters. I hope all of them go to college, but to have all 3 end up going to college.
I didn't realize that it was like I did a great job until people started telling me. They're like, Giselle, this is a flex. Like, you got all 3 of your girls in college, black college. I'm super proud of them. When you're in it, you don't realize what you're doing. And when I was in it, I didn't realize, I'm making my life all about them. I'm making sure that they're doing all the extracurricular stuff and that they're expanding their horizons. So I felt like this is what I'm supposed to be doing. But now that I see the result of it, I'm like, damn, I did that thing.
Right.
Yeah. And I'm just proud of them because they are, you want your kids to live their best life, but they really are. Yeah. So it's nice to see.
And you didn't try to influence all of them to go to Hampton?
I didn't. Did I?
What about a little bit? Just a little. She said just a little bit.
I mean, listen, their dad went to Morehouse, so he wanted one of them at Spelman. I wanted one of them at Hampton. And it worked out.
I was going to ask, when co-parenting, how did y'all get to the place where y'all can co-parent that way? Because y'all went through a divorce, and I'm sure it wasn't a nice divorce. No. How did y'all get to a point where y'all could...
Of course.
Duh. So when y'all got to a place where where y'all both could really co-parent and take all the emotions out of it, how did y'all get there? And when did that happen?
I'm going to be honest. It was a lot of me.
That was the problem?
No. It was a lot of... I decided because we got divorced, they were little, they were like 2 and 3, and I decided my attorney told me, you got a long road with this guy. So if you don't like him, if you think he's a fool, you got to put that in the back burner because it's about your kids. So I had to just let it go. Did he, throughout the course of their life, piss me off every other day? Yes. But I had to let it go. And I didn't want them to feel like because we're getting a divorce, they didn't have a family unit. So I would invite him to everything. We going on vacation, he can come. We doing dinners, he can come. And as long as he didn't, clearly piss me off, then we can continue to do it. So, yeah, I mean, it's tough, but you got to just put your kids first.
So when y'all went on vacation or you invited him, was he able to bring his new girl or were you able to?
No.
Oh, okay.
And I mean, he could have. He just never did.
Okay.
Yeah. And I in my vacations, I kept it about the kids.
Gotcha.
Okay, because I was going to ask you what would have happened to her if she bought her. But never mind, because you're changing.
I mean, we didn't stay in the same room, so he might have had flown somebody out, and I never saw her. But he kept it respectable in front of the kids, for sure. Which I appreciate. I appreciate that. But no, it's not easy. And to Jamal's credit, because I had them the majority of the time. He let me do my thing with the girls. He wasn't like a helicopter parent and like trying to question how I was parenting them. Yeah. So I appreciated that. Yeah. He let me do my thing.
And with you being an open nester now, how's
yes.
dating? Because you said you're getting back to yourself,
wide
walk
open,
around the house naked and all that.
Jess,
I'm sorry, baby girl.
What
Yeah.
What the hell, Jess? That stud came out of you just now. What was that?
You need to relax.
What was that?
You need to relax.
What was that?
Listen, I've never even heard the term open nester.
Jesus.
What are we? Empty
nester.
No, I like open nester.
You like open nester?
What?
Okay.
Do I?
Open nester.
Listen,
Because
so
the nest is open again.
The nest is open. So they FaceTime me all the time, and they see I'm naked, and they're like, "Please put some clothes on." So the whole walking around naked is a thing.
Yeah.
It's a good thing.
Yeah.
Because that like makes you feel sexy.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. So yes.
The landscapers come more than once a week, I'm sure. Landscapers be there 3 times a week, but why are they back?
I don't stand in front of the window, Envy.
Right.
So it's a good feeling, and yes, I have been dating to answer your question.
Because I seen on the show you did speed dating with Ashley, who's now divorced.
Yes.
But yes, how was that? Are you still seeing the guy from
The speed dating?
Yeah.
He's around.
Okay.
Yeah, there's several.
You got a roster.
Yes.
It's about time.
It's about that. It's because I have the time now. Yeah. So if you had time for a roster, you'd have a roster.
That's right.
Yeah. And if you weren't in committed relationships, people, which all of you all are in.
Yes,
ma'am.
yes,
Yes, okay.
Because I remember I used to have a roster, girl. I was
Yes.
up and down the street.
And all of them name was Chris. Chris 1, Chris 2, Chris 3, Chris 4.
I know, I got tired, so I just settled down with
Yeah.
one.
No, I feel like it's my time. I feel like I'm not going to settle into something unless it's really, really, really right.
Yeah,
And I earned that.
yeah.
Yeah.
Do you want to get married again?
So I have said for like the longest time, absolutely not. Like for what? Like what does that bring to me? But I might. I'm open.
What changed your mind?
What's his name?
Mind your business. I'm open because I do feel like, my kids have never seen like a straight up family unit. And they don't really understand the concept of what that means. So if I'm able to give that to them, and if the guy is amazing, then I will.
And is that how?
And there will be major prenups, trusts, all
Okay.
that handled.
I was just gonna ask you about how you're moving forward with, like, how do you date now? Because with your last marriage, infidelity played a big part in it.
Yeah.
So how are you with trusting who you're even dating, even if it's not exclusive? Like, are you scared? Like,
No, not scared at all.
yeah.
I mean, I think all of us have trust issues. Just by nature, we black people, like who we trusting.
Yeah.
But at some point in time, you gotta let it go, and I'm okay with that. I'm okay with being with a man, and I can finally just like let it go.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I'm not the girl to like. I don't know about you, Jess, but I don't like look through people's phones, and I'm not like trying to find. I'm not trying to be FBI. I'm not trying to find out what you're doing.
Yeah.
I actually just don't care. So if you're out here doing something, like I'm the easiest girl to cheat on because like I'll be the last to know. Yeah.
Yeah.
So once you break the trust, it's a problem.
That's a wrap. And how are your kids with your dating? How are they with that?
So they hate everybody.
I'm sure.
Do they?
She said yes.
Like, nobody good enough for moms. I understand.
Yeah.
But
Especially your girls.
They feel like I just run through them.
Damn.
No, I mean, not like that was terrible to say.
Do you?
Yeah, absolutely.
You know, you grown.
You feel like you run through 'em? That's what.
If you had a roster that you run through, that's nothing wrong with that. You grown.
Let me clean that up. Okay, do I run through? Okay, so they just feel like I don't take anybody seriously, and I don't allow men to make mistakes. That I'm just like on to the next. So they don't really even get invested unless they really see I'm invested. Yeah.
How's it been doing the show without Robin?
It was tough. It was tough. Robin, y'all know she's notoriously late. I was always thinking she was going to come into the scene, just late per usual. She was always kind of like the voice of reason. When people are going left and screaming at each other, she was always looking at like the bigger picture. And we didn't have that. So yeah, I definitely miss her. Yeah. But she's just opened up a med spa in Columbia.
Nice.
You know the Target in Columbia?
Yeah.
In that strip mall. I hate that I said the Target in Columbia. You knew exactly what I was
know.
talking about.
Yeah, absolutely. Many Targets in Columbia.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
So it's in that mall.
Well, congratulations,
Yes,
Robin. That's
definitely. It's
what's
called
up.
Glow 30. Yeah, so next time you're in town. And it's like a subscription type of med spa. She's doing great. Yeah.
Did you ever think about walking? Because she said she got fired. Did you ever think about walking when she got fired?
No, I'm supposed to quit my job because you got fired?
I know that's right. I know that's right. Shit.
I'm supposed to fumble my bag? No.
Did y'all have a convo about it though? I'm sure.
Of course. Like after she got the call, she immediately called me. But she kind of felt it coming, Unfortunately, she's in a situation in which she's with her guy, Juan, but for whatever reason, people don't like that relationship. And so year after year, she would have to defend it. And it was kind of like, everybody was tired of this. But you know, you shouldn't have to defend the person that you have been married to, that you love, constantly. Like, let it be. So she's stress free right now. I'm the one stressed out because I'm still on the show, but she's like stress free and living her best life.
Are you bringing the people that you're dating on the show or no?
What are you talking about?
Don't make these hoes famous now.
She would never.
Don't make the hoes famous.
I mean, he's got to be. So I did the speed dating.
Right.
So let me tell you about the speed dater. Okay. So we were going out a couple times, but then, you know, he really liked me. Just like a little too much. You know, he was like telling me all the time. And that's kind of like the kiss of death.
You don't like infection?
I don't like
infection.
Affection.
Oh, affection.
No, we don't like infections.
No, that's affection.
Of course you don't like infections.
Affection.
Okay.
I do, but it's a way that
he
you
did
do
too much
it.
too quick.
And it's like, you just tell me I'm great once. Not like all day, every day.
Don't keep praising.
Yes. Yes.
That is so confusing.
That's crazy. I was the same thing.
What if I really feel that way? What if I'm looking at
Yeah.
you and I'm like, damn, yo, God bless me. Oh my
Every
God.
day.
You
can only say it one time.
Every
Once
day,
a
all
year.
day, though.
Damn.
I mean, because then it's the challenge is over for me. Then, you know, I know.
I got him.
Yeah.
Got him.
Yeah. What? I
Now
have
what
nothing
else?
to look forward to.
Now what else? Yeah.
Right. So, or tell me in other ways. Make it be a gift. Make it, you know, don't tell me with your words. Tell me with action. Right.
Right.
So, I did something else in my life. I can say I did do a dating show. Right. So I told him about the show before I left, and that kind of like threw him off. And he couldn't understand it. So he went away.
thought he was the one, and you go ahead and go on a dating show.
Yeah, but I said, I already got this bag before I met you. So
He should have understood.
yeah. And he did, but he went away for like 3 months. And then when all of a sudden he just like reappeared.
What you mean went away for 3 months? Jail or?
No, went away like out of my life.
Talking to
Okay,
her,
as he
like,
said,
they-
went away.
Yeah.
All right, I was just saying, okay.
Got
No,
locked
he-
up,
I
came
don't
back.
mess with those guys anymore.
Right.
Andy.
She said,
That's
anymore.
in my past.
Right.
So now he's back full throttle. He, you know, he wants to do trips and he wants to do all the things because now he's putting his full energy and attention in it the way that I want to receive it.
That motivated him.
That motivated him.
You had to
So
go
every now
back.
and again, you just gotta like let him
Let him
loose.
go.
Right.
So when you tell him that, when you say, look, man, you don't got to tell me I'm great all the time,
Yeah.
how does he react to that?
Well, Gizelle, I mean, I just want to express myself. I just want to let you know. And I mean, I haven't like, you know, I don't really meet women like you all the time. And it's just, yeah, I know, player. Like it's just like, wow, you understand.
I understand. After
Could
a while,
you
it's like, all right
imagine
now.
you dating somebody, you want to tell her she's beautiful, but you can only tell her once a year?
Well, no,
ain't saying that.
like, no, people always. I heard what she said. You said he should also show you.
Yeah.
You don't got to
Yes.
tell me. Show me with your actions.
Yes.
I can understand that.
Yes.
Yeah.
And my kids met him and they was throwing shade at him. So it was just like, yeah.
Like I
Okay.
said, I need 3 months away
Yes.
from this.
So you can't date
Yeah.
anybody that's quote unquote average or broke. Because you talking trips, you talking about buy me expensive gifts. The daughter's like, nope.
No, okay.
She ain't say buy me expensive
Thank you.
gifts.
You put words in my mouth.
All right, you right.
You don't have to. I'm not the Gucci Louis Prada girl. Like you don't have to
You're
do
not
all
the
that.
Gucci. You're not the
Yes,
Gucci.
I have Gucci on right now. However, I bought this for myself.
Okay.
That's right.
I don't need that. But you can show me little. You can flowers. It doesn't have to be. It's okay. So to answer your question, am I dating a man that's broke? No. That's never.
Right.
Like, why would I do that?
That was so because you tried to get a politically correct answer. He's like, look,
Fuck that.
I'm not. You cannot be broke over
I'm
here.
a broke man, okay?
And it's not, and Jess, you can appreciate this. You have worked hard for where you are, stability and financially,
Yes.
right? As have I. Why you don't need to take care of a man? No. So it's a no. And I don't know who you're with.
Yeah.
Is he
Not,
stable?
I'm not with somebody I got to take care
Okay, thank
of
you.
now. I was in a relationship like that,
Okay.
a couple of relationships like that. So I definitely know what you mean. No,
Yeah.
you. I don't want to date nobody broke, and I know that because I've dated broke people. So that's why I know that.
Yeah.
She probably never did. I've dated broke men and
Yeah.
been up. You know what I mean? And tried to help and. Nah.
No.
So, no,
What
that's
if he
why
loves
I
you?
don't
What
want
if
to
he's
do
a
it.
great man, everything,
Yeah.
he just don't have the finances?
So that can only go so far, and I'm fine with that. But it can only go like in the bedroom, and then like where are we going to dinner? No, you can't pay. Are we going on a trip? No, I can afford my tickets. You can't afford yours.
And of
So
course
it's
they
like,
love you.
yeah. So it's like what are we doing here? Yeah.
Now, I
The
got to
dating
ask.
show was Love Hotel, right?
Day shows Love Hotel.
Okay.
Yes.
Now, I wanted to ask about the. I know you still in a lawsuit with Eminem. Did that ever finish? Whatever happened with that? Is it over yet?
Y'all could probably appreciate this. Y'all probably know more than me. Okay, so y'all know a guy named Paul Rosenberg?
Eminem's manager.
Em's manager, yep.
We deposed him. And from that, okay, I can't say much. From that, I think it's almost over. It's almost over. Okay. So our position was Eminem deposed. Eminem's team had me and Robin deposed. So all is fair in love and war. We were going to depose Eminem. So when our side said, okay, we need to depose him, all hell broke loose. They was like, oh, no, never. He doesn't even know anything about this. Well, if he doesn't know anything about this, why are we here?
That's right, because his name is all in every headline.
Right. So, but that's a lie. I mean, you had to have told him something. So because of that, I think that they had decided, okay, these girls aren't going away. And like, we got to settle. Well, patent and trade is going to settle it or figure it out because we're at the end of the road. All depositions have been done, all disclosures, all. And yes, we've spent a lot of money.
I was going to ask, how much did y'all pay in lawyer fees?
It's still ongoing, but a lot.
Jesus.
A lot. Yeah.
He don't own the word shady.
You don't own the word shady. And what we know is there have been other companies, small companies, not insignificant, but small like upstarts that have had shady in their name, and they paid them off.
Yep.
They paid them off to go away, just to make it go away. Well, we weren't going to do that, or unless y'all didn't offer us something that could make us go away. But no, we're too far in now. And no, it's a no. And I don't even get it. Like, why would you be doing this to us? Yeah. Because thank God we had the money, but let's just say we didn't.
That's right.
And we're just two black women out here just trying to make $1 out of 15 cents. Yeah.
Make sure you subscribe to the Reasonably Shady podcast on the Black Effect iHeartRadio podcast network. Available everywhere you listen to podcasts.
Yeah, there you go.
And we drop on Mondays. Yeah.
Real quick, what is the real beef with Karen?
And who?
You.
Karen and me?
Yeah, because you know what? One minute y'all throwing shade, next minute y'all supporting each other. Is there a real beef? Is what I should have said. Is there a real beef? Any underlying issues?
The truth be told, I think Karen and I, obviously we started the show together.
Yeah.
Let's pray for Karen because she's going to court next week. I think that in Karen's mind, she wanted to be whatever she wanted to be as far as the show was concerned, and she had a lot of people in her ear. And so I think that caused her to like come for me. Yeah. But I've known Karen since before the show started. Like we were friends. Okay. So I knew what she was doing sometimes on camera was just some nonsense, and I was gonna ride with you with this nonsense. Yeah. But I mean, we've been doing this for so long now. Like at its core, we love each other. At its core, we root for each other. But she just comes for me because she gets bored.
Got it.
Yeah, and I'm okay with that. I'll play with you.
Oh, we know you play. Okay, I just had to ask that for myself. I watch the show. I know, like
myself and Ashley is on the show.
Yeah, y'all been doing a lot of business together.
Yes. Okay. Yes, and Ashley is wild. Yes, I don't like. How do y'all feel about public displays of affection?
If that's your boo, what's wrong with that?
It depends
on
where we at sometimes. Like, you know, if we're going somewhere, if it's a date night and we're somewhere intimate, fine. But I don't really like to hold hands. I don't like to every now and then, you know, you bend and you kiss
your hands
them.
big as hell, that's why.
Excuse me?
Yes.
I'm sorry, what you say?
Nothing.
Okay. So yeah, it don't matter. I can have little small ass hands. Don't hold them.
Yes.
You know.
Yes.
So I don't know. It depends. It just depends. I don't really like public affection either.
I'm a Cancer, so yes, I'm very affectionate.
Oh, in public?
Yeah.
Okay, so I like that, but I'm gotta be like in a relationship or really with this guy. So to meet all these guys and all of a sudden like they want to kiss me on camera, like it kind of freaks me out.
Well, see, that's whack because, like you said, you're not in a relationship, and these guys might be doing that just because you are Giselle. So it's like, let me get a look. They could be clout chasing. You don't know. You know what I mean?
Yes. So, but other ladies on the show, they was cool with it. And so it's you'll see Gizelle over here being approved, and you'll see pimps up, hoes down.
Damn.
Okay.
So what's up with Mia Thornton? I heard you say that she's dead to you, and it's two-part question. You said she's dead to you, and is it hard when people bring your children into the reality show?
Yeah. No. So the second part, yes, it is disgusting when you talk about children. They didn't sign up for this, and children are just off limits. That's like across the board. Children are off limits. So if you want to come for me, come for me. Like, you don't have to bring my children into this. So that for me is a point of no return. You know, like she and I used to be friends off camera, but that's over. And I feel like you do it when you're desperate. You do stuff like that when you're desperate.
When you ain't got no storyline.
when you desperately think that this is going to elevate you. And it didn't really work out that well for her. Nobody's buying into that. Yeah. And she's got enough to worry about. She got a husband, she got a little boyfriend, she don't know the paternity of her child. There's a lot going on with her.
Wow.
Jesus.
So yeah, she's dead to me still. Yes.
She'll
never be alive.
Damn. Even if she apologized?
So we're gonna let the show play out, but she was given ample opportunity to apologize, but you know what she did? She doubled and tripled down on it.
Yikes.
Can't do that.
All right.
And nobody plays when it comes to their kids.
At all.
Who playing about their kids?
Nobody.
Yeah, so if you thinking and you're going to continue to do it, that means you really feel that way about my kids, and that's a never. Yeah, no.
I ain't mad at you.
Thank you.
Well, we don't talk
you.
to the dead. So even if she want to apologize, too late.
Well, the Real Housewives of Potomac, that's it, right? Potomac. Sundays on Bravo, of course, the Reasonably Shady podcast.
On the Black Effect iHeartRadio Podcast Network, drops every Monday.
And of course, the new show, Love Hotel. Well, we appreciate you for joining us.
Thank you. Thank y'all for having me. I always love you guys. Y'all are amazing.
Thank you.
Yes. How do y'all love Jess?
We love Jess.
I know. I love Jess.
Hello, the fuck?
That's
family.
No. Even before she was on the show, that's family. That's why I love Jess.
Yeah.
She know that.
Okay. Well, she just asked a question. You sitting there like,
and nobody said anything. Charlamagne, you said nothing. You said zero.
I love Jess. Absolutely.
Yeah, and I will say we really appreciate being on Black Effect.
Thank you. We appreciate having you.
Yes, it's we feel good about what we're doing.
Absolutely. We appreciate what you we feel good about what you're doing too. Giselle.
Yes. It's going to be like season 5.
It's one of our biggest podcasts.
Oh, really?
Absolutely.
Okay. It's going to be like 5 seasons. We thought y'all would have fired us like 3 seasons ago.
No, absolutely
Thank
not.
God.
Not all that money you making now.
I know, right? Just, right. Yeah.
It's Gizelle, Bryant. It's The Breakfast Club. Good morning.
Bye.
Wake that ass up.
Early in the morning.
The Breakfast Club.